Hi there. It is Wednesday, January 24th, 2018, and it is day 20 of my 365-day Move It challenge. And it just occurred to me that 20 days is the better part of a month, so yay. I've been at it for 20 days, and I've been recording myself along the way, and I'm feeling pretty good today. I woke up not feeling so great. I got up earlier than my family. I got up about 6:30 this morning and had a little bit of time to myself, was prepping my lessons, and just woke up feeling bleh, you know? I rolled out of bed and my immediate thought was, great, I didn't get enough sleep. And I'm trying to think of my words here. It's not uncommon, or it hasn't been in my life uncommon to kind of wake up feeling that way. I've kind of always, not always, but the majority of the time I wake up kind of grumpy. I'm not a like, get up and be cheery kind of person. My mom is. She's a wake you up singing kind of person, and that is definitely not me. And so it always takes me a little while to get going, but as a person who has, okay, I'm gonna do some real talk here, and I'm struggling to get it out because I know that some of my students are watching. I know that families that I work with are watching. So these videos are a real, they're a vulnerability hotspot for me. And there's something that a year ago my anxiety would not have allowed me to do. As much performance experience as I have, and as much as I love being up on stage and playing and making art, there's still just there's been a lot to overcome, and to get to the point where I can make a video and put it out there, and I'll say that, like, I'm not even, obviously, for those of you who know anything about making videos, I'm not editing these. I'm not going back and like shooting another one and then starting over to say the right thing. I'm saying my piece and then I'm posting it. As someone who has struggled with anxiety and depression, it often feels like, with depression, it feels like watching the world through a plate glass window. You can see everything, you can see everyone, but you can't quite touch them. You can't quite feel it. Living with anxiety feels like watching the world, living with depression and anxiety together feels like watching the world through a plate glass window while you're walking on shards of glass. It's painful. It's awful. You get really angry about it, and half the time I'd spend, my brain would say things like, why are you walking on these shards of glass? Stop it. And I'd be like, I can't. All I can see are shards of glass. So when I would normally wake up with this sort of like grumpy or blah feeling, or I'm tired, I swear I'm tired has been my mantra for the last, I don't know how many years. I feel like it would be written on my tombstone. Here lies Whitney, she was tired. I'm pretty used to the fact that when I wake up like that, the day just kind of progressively gets worse, you know? And I wouldn't know why, and I would just kind of be like, well, there goes my day, you know? My brain would sort of spiral out of control and into like, well, great, I didn't get enough sleep, and I didn't, and now, oh, how am I going to teach? How am I going to go in with energy? And how am I going to do this and this and this and this? And today, something was different, like radically different. I woke up and I had that feeling, and my first thought was, oh no, all this good stuff, all these good feelings, all these good thoughts, all this rewiring my brain, all this stuff that I'm doing, it's gone, it's slipping, oh my God, it's slipping away. That was a path that I sort of started to go down. And then I took a moment and I took some deep breaths, and I realized that rewiring my brain means that I have a choice. And man, it is hard. It feels so, I don't know what the word is. It feels a little bit, it doesn't always feel right for me to say, all I have to do is shift my thinking and everything was better. Because that's not exactly true, and it's not as easy as just anything or just shifting my thinking. It's a moment to moment, and I mean like millisecond to millisecond choice of, is there another way to think? Is there another way I can think about this? And I have to get really curious about what I'm actually feeling. I have to allow myself to feel it instead of trying to push it away, which is what I've done for years. So instead of trying to push it away, I just allowed myself to feel grumpy. I was like, okay, you're grumpy. You're feeling tired. Okay. Is there anything I can do about it right now? And so I was like, well, I can make some coffee. That's the first place I go. And I'm like, coffee. Is there anything I can be grateful now, right now in this second? And I'm like, I have coffee. And it's warm and hot and in my hands. Okay. And right now, then this next second, is there anything else I can do about the way I'm feeling? Okay, I can breathe. Okay. Is there anything else I can be grateful about? I have the ability to breathe. And I mean, it is literally that one foot in front of the other, and then my brain would be like, oh, but I'm still so tired. And I'd be like, okay, you're tired. And it was really amazing how little bit by little bit I started to feel better. I jumped in the shower and I did my cold shower thing, which I know I've talked a little bit about on here, but I really do feel like it's working. I take a normal warm shower. I wash myself. And then at the very end, I turn it on to as cold as I can get it for as long as I can stand it. And I'm up to about 1.5 minutes at this point in the shower. And it makes my heart race, and I can feel like my blood is pumping, and I start to feel all tingly, and not in like it's hypothermia kind of way. I don't think. No, it's just it's like I can feel my blood running up and down my body, and it feels amazing. And I get out and I feel reinvigorated, and I'm like, okay, there's a thing I did to try and feel better. And this time of year in Portland always gets me. It's January. It is gray. And I mean, it's like dark when I wake up. It's barely light throughout the day because it's just gray and raining. And then it's dark when I'm on my way home. So I'm not getting enough vitamin D. I took a little extra vitamin D today. I take a liquid supplement that I drop on my tongue. That's like an emulsified vitamin D that seems to work pretty well. And I took a multivitamin. And by the time I got to work today with my sweet daughter, who's like riding her bike and just happy as can be, by the time I made it to my first class, I felt amazing. I felt invigorated. I felt back to where I've been over the past couple of months, and feeling really alive and present. And I fed myself today. That was another thing. The other day I did my workout. Was that yesterday? What's today? Yeah, that was Tuesday morning, yesterday morning. And I had kind of a hard day yesterday. It wasn't awful. It was just a little bit challenging to get through it. I was super tired. But I realized by the time I sat down to dinner that I had not eaten nearly enough, especially after working out. I was like, I'll have a protein bar and a couple of hard-boiled eggs, and that'll do it. It's like, no, I need to be like eating to restore my body. And so I ate enough today, and I felt good, and I was walking home. My partner had come to pick up my daughter because I had a late meeting with my thespian troupe. And I walked home by myself in the dark, and it was just a beautiful evening. And I felt the kind of the misty rain on my face. And once again, I was just walking down the street feeling grateful. And I have to be honest, like that almost never happens. I don't think I've ever had such a drastic shift in my day. Usually when it starts off bad, it ends up worse, you know, and everything kind of goes to crap, at least in my head, even if I'm like happy and smiling on the outside and energetic. And I so rarely, as you know, it's like it's easy to fall, or, as I'm sure other people know, it's easy to fall down that spiral of, oh my God, and it's awful, and it's awful, and it's awful, and look, and look, and look, and look how awful it is. This happened, oh, then this happened, and this happened. It's entropy, things falling apart. But today, I started with the negative, with the negative spiral, with this negative mindset, and I ended with this amazing, alive feeling, and I'm just so grateful. I just did my yoga with Adriene. I did her day 12, which is what I'm on with her. And it's for, I don't remember what the yoga was for day 12, what the specific focus was. But I did it. It was about 17 minutes long. So I did her other yoga workout for back pain because I'm a little bit tight in my back from yesterday's workout at the gym. And in addition to that, I ran around with all kinds of kids and teens today and had a great time doing improv and playing big energetic games. I did a bit of Go Noodle with my daughter later when we got home, which is the website where they can dance and do exercises and things like that. If you have kids and you don't know it, check it out. It's pretty great. It's silly, but it gets kids up and moving. And I'm going to bed early tonight. And I'm going to get up early and do some of the admin-y type of things that I need to do. I've got a lot of admin stuff to do. But I just wanted to reflect on the fact that I was able to take the day from what started out as really negative to a positive, and that's a new one for me. So the movement for me is really working. And I got nothing but gratitude right now. So if you're watching, I hope you find a way to do something for you today. That's always my hope, is that you find time to do something for you that is nourishing in some way to your mind, body, or soul, or all three, and that you have an opportunity to feel your best, to be you and to feel your best. All right, I'll see you next time on day 21. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.